Hello, my name is Travis, and today I will be giving a tutorial on how to insert a reference image into Blender. Reference images can be very helpful when trying to model characters such as humans or organic things such as trees or anything like that when you want to kind of get it as close to real life as possible. So just sit back and enjoy. Hopefully this tutorial will be very informative. It's not very long, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
For the start of this tutorial, we're going to talk about good reference image choice. Um, Something that you want to consider when using a reference image is having a good front and side view of whatever it is that you're trying to recreate in three-dimensional form. A good example of this is an image that I found on Google of a male figure. Um, in this situation, it actually shows the front, the side, and the back. What you're mainly concerned with is just the front and the side, and something to point out here is that everything is lined up, between the different views. The top of his head lines up with the top of his head in the side viewport. His fingers line up, everything lines up on him, and that's going to make our modeling process a lot easier whenever we get this image into Blender. So after you find a good image, save it somewhere where you can find it, and then, open up Blender. And once you open up Blender, you're going to want to change to the front viewport, which is just by pressing 1 on the numpad. After you do that, you can go to View and come up here to where it says Background Image. Click that, and you're going to get another window. And in that window, you're going to have a button that says Use Background Image. We're going to want to click that, and then we're going to want to find our image, so we're going to want to click on Load. Then we're going to want to navigate to where we have our image saved, which mine is on the desktop. Click on that image and then click the select image button, and it pops our image in here. By default, Blender sizes this image to 5 units, so we're going to want to change that since it's a little small. We're going to change it to 10, so we're going to double it in size. Now that it's doubled, it's a good size, in reference to our cube. Now in order to move this image, we have a X offset and a Y offset slider buttons right here. So since we're working in the front viewport, we're going to want to get this image, mainly this guy's head, to be in the center of this box. So you can start off in the X offset and move it over. 5.8 should work out. As you can tell, I've probably done this a couple of times with this image. It lines up. Now we can go to the Y offset, and we can move it up a little ways. Yeah, no. Zoom in here, pan over. You can press Z to go to wireframe mode so you can see exactly how things are lining up. Move it up until the center of your box is, in the center of the guy's face here. After that gets, lined up, you're going to want to right-click between, right here on the header bar and split your areas in the two, and so we can have, the right viewport as well, set up for this guy's face. We want to actually move this image over to where we're using the side view. Even though this is the right side of the guy, we're going to need to have Blender in the left viewport, so whenever we manipulate our cube to fit around this guy's face, everything will work out properly. So while over in this viewport, just hold down Control and then press 3 on the numpad, and it's going to switch to the left viewport. Now all we need to do is move this image back over, so we'll just change the X offset back to 0 and keep it at the same height in the Y, and now it's lined up. After we do that, we can close out of that window to free up some space, and now we have both viewports, and then you can just go in and edit your cube, get it to fit. If you're familiar with box modeling, just continue on with that. But as far as this tutorial is concerned, hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully you learned how to insert a reference image to model from, and like I said, hopefully it was helpful.